What's up, y'all? It's me, your Intrepid Songwriter, chronicling my adventures as a songwriter, because seriously, who does that? Today, we're going to talk about copyright. As you've heard me say a million times by now, copyright is one of the most important areas we need to understand as songwriters, and unfortunately, most of the time, it's one of the least understood areas. So today on the show, I have as my guest, Mr. Peter Strand, one of the top entertainment lawyers in the country. Let me read you a little bit about Peter and his accomplishments. First of all, of course, you need to know that before he became an attorney, he played and recorded as a full-time touring musician with several bands and recorded 2 albums for RCA, okay? So he definitely understands where it is we're coming from. Right now, he's a partner at the entertainment, media, and intellectual property law firm of Levins, Strand, Glover, and Adler right here in Chicago. His clients include all type of content providers, content creators, media companies, television, radio broadcasters, authors, us, songwriters, recording artists, musicians, TV and film writers, you name it, they deal with it. In addition to contract preparation, analysis, and negotiation, Peter also assists clients with protecting and enforcing their copyrights, trademarks, and other intellectual property rights, licensing and exploiting our creative works, which basically means just making sure our songs and creations have legs, that they get out there and they work for us and they bring money back to us. Also, they work with acquiring and distributing content, selecting, securing, protecting product and service names. Peter also provides pro bono legal services to musicians, artists, and arts organizations through the Lawyers for the Creative Arts. And I'm going to do a whole show with them too. But Peter is involved there as a volunteer and a board member, and he's been on the Honors Council for 20 years. So I'm very, very happy to welcome Mr. Peter Strand to the show today. How you doing, Peter?
I'm well, David. That sounds pretty good. Thank you very much.
Good, good, good. Well, I'm happy to have you. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the burning question that everybody wants to know. When does copyright begin?
Well, copyright begins upon creation. Once it leaves your head, once the idea leaves your head, and the work is created and now exists in some tangible means, like if it's lyrics, it's written down. If it's a photograph, it's in a hard drive. If it's a recording, it's on tape, or it's on a disc, or it's in a computer hard drive. Any of those things, the copyright exists right at that moment when it's written down. When it's still bumping around in your head and it's an idea, there's no copyright yet.